MMO open world games on mobile. We all crave that large gaming experience where you can get lost inside of the game, play with other players, and really enjoy an endless world. But a lot of times the good games are only on PC or console, but I've conjured up a list of new to newer games that you could play on your phone or on your tablet that give you that open world experience. Games that you can get lost in, create a new life in, and games that just are fun to play. So let's dive into my top 10 open world MMO mobile games. The first game on today's list is Never After, and I like this game because of the complexity of it, the amount of people that you could play together with inside of this game, and the overall look of the game. You're going to notice in a lot of the games today on the list that the buttons, how it's set up, the combination of buttons looks very similar, and I like this in the genre because most games are not trying to create something new. Most games are trying to keep with the comfort level of people playing and really just allow people to engage and interact with the world itself, with the gameplay, and with other people inside of the world. This game has a lot of depth to it, has a lot of opportunity for you to play with other people doing much larger world events, and one thing that I like most about this one is the overall look of the game. I think the color is really nice. The cartooniness of the game actually draws me in, and I like it, and it's something that you may enjoy too, so you can download it and see. Next, we have Legend of Neverland. If you're looking for a new land to explore, one that is massive with tons of people, and I could probably say that about every single game on today's list, this is one that you may want to give a try to, and I suggest that a lot of the times you try multiple of these games to see which one just captures you and that you really enjoy playing the most. Sometimes it's a character build inside of a game that you like, or just the art style or the sounds of the game, or just the way that the game feels. This is one that you very much may like, as I think the graphics here, as you can tell, are fantastic. Such a beautiful game with a rich story and a large open world. ONIGIRI is up next, and this game is set in Japan with highlights from places you may see around. It's a really fun looking game, but one that definitely does have that Japan style gameplay. If it's something that you like, you'll be down. But if you're not into that kind of gameplay, if you don't like that type of a game, this one may not be the best or your favorite on today's list. Project Stars is next on today's list, but this one is a little bit different than others that we've seen so far because Project Stars is one that is also a sandbox style game. Inside of this game, you're going to be able to do a lot of creating as well as exploring this large open world. Now, something that we're seeing here is there's a lot less combat than we would expect from this style, but there will be some that you can find inside of the game. Something more important here, though, is the atmosphere that you have, that you see, that you get to engage with here. This is something that is very atmospherically pleasing that we don't see in any of the other games on the list here today. So if you're looking for something beautiful, for an experience like no other, this is one that you should definitely be trying and at least giving a shot to. Give it a download and see if it's something that you would like to invest your time into, as it is going to be a leader in the space as it's doing something completely different. Tower of Fantasy is the next game on the list here today, and this one has been said it will replace Genshin Impact. Has it been that successful? No, it has not, but it is the next in that type of genre, that type of space, and it's a direct competitor of Genshin Impact. With that being said, it is a really good looking game. It has those vibes, and it's brought to us in a much more futuristic world. Now, of course, we have character customization as well that you may enjoy, plus really good looking graphics, and that's becoming to be something that's kind of common inside of all of these games. They really do have nice looking graphics and fast combat. I think you may like this game. It's one that had high hopes by the community and by the gamers themselves. Give this one a shot if you liked Genshin Impact. If you guys want to keep up to date with what you should be playing on your mobile device or free to play games on Steam, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Ashfall is the next game here on today's list, and this game, like many others that we will be seeing here today, are both cross-play between PC and mobile devices, which is a really great feature for games that we could take on the go and then pick up our progress at home on the PC in the evenings. This game is brought to us in a post-apocalyptic world, which I absolutely love. I like the dark yet beautiful gameplay that we have from these post-apocalyptic games. Really some gory elements that we're going to have inside of here, but at the same time some beautiful ones. This one is still in development and I have extremely high hopes for, as it kind of mixes a cyberpunk with a post-apocalyptic look, plus has that open world element to it that a lot of people really are looking for, especially since you clicked on the title of this video. Gameplay here looks like it's going to be fantastic, and this is one that I will absolutely be playing the first chance I get to put my hands on it. I have high hopes for this one, as do many others in the gaming community, and I think you may like it as well. And Warframe Mobile is up next. Warframe has been around for many years on Steam and is now being created with a mobile client. People that have never been able to experience Warframe because their computers couldn't handle it now will be able to on their mobile phones. And this is exciting. Now, the reason for this excitement is because Warframe is one of my favorite games of all time. The progression inside of the game is strong. It's going to make you grind for your progress. On top of that, the combat is fast and fun, yet not too hard or too difficult to master. You really can move around this game and have solid looking combat as a new player. You could really look good with the way that the game was built, just based on using the regular, normal, basic game mechanics. Of course, progression will help you get better and better and more efficient inside of the game, but really being able to unlock new warframes or new characters inside of the game as you progress gives you more opportunities for combat and play styles as you get deeper and deeper inside of the game. Torchlight Infinite. You knew this game was going to be on today's list because this is an extremely solid game that came out just a few months back. I actually spent a lot of time playing this game both in alphas and betas and enjoyed playing it as it released in full as well. This game reminds me back of the times when I played Torchlight on my Xbox, but now it's available on our mobile devices as well. Cross-platform also, because you can connect your game to a PC client via Steam and enjoy playing on the go or at your desk. It has the traditional Torchlight look. You have that same character feel that you had from back in the day, and this is a nice action RPG style game with a bit of an MMO feel to it, as you are in a bit of an open world. It's one that had to be on today's list just because of how long it's been around, at least the whole entire IP of Torchlight, and how good the game actually turned out. You really can't go wrong trying this one. It's an absolute gem. Ocean is Home Survival Island. Yes, I had to bring you a survival game in here as well, and this is the one that I chose here today. Now, I'm not the biggest into the survival game genre, but this one does fit the bill for the type of games we're looking at here today, and it's something that's just a little bit different than the others. You can create your world, and you're going to have to build this all by yourself based on what you farm, what you gather, and what you create. If you're into open world element games like this where you need to protect yourself and build along the way, this is one that you may enjoy. Plus, it's more of a modern world feel than being in the old school caveman times, although this car looks a little bit dated. And welcome to Rise. Rise is a story-driven MMORPG game that, from the trailer, you would say has some amazing looking graphics. One that we could have extremely high hopes for as we get our hands on it and actually play through the story. Now, my question to you is, are you a gamer that enjoys story in your MMORPGs, or are you someone that just wants to skip those story scenes and slay along your way? This game does have some really incredible visuals, very impressive for mobile itself, and it leads me to believe that the story that's going to be brought along here with the game is going to be something that you're going to want to stick around and listen to. I look forward to playing this one. And lastly on today's list is a bonus game, and I brought it to you last because it's one that I've mentioned here on the channel before, and that is Diablo Immortal. Now, Diablo Immortal is not an MMORPG, although we are built inside of a big, large open world. So I guess you could kind of say that it is. This is a game that I love so much I've created a second YouTube channel for. Diablo Immortal is an incredible game with pay-to-win elements like many in the genre, but one that you could 100% enjoy as a free-to-play player. Make sure that when you download the game, you decide how you want to play, choose the class that you want to play, and check out all of my guides, because I'll take you from point A to point B. But honestly, this is my favorite game right now on all of mobile, and it's one that I have to recommend you play. If you want to check out more on this, check out my second channel, Echo Gaming Diablo. And my favorite class right now? Demon Hunter. Although I'm getting Necromancer vibes. I kind of want to play that class. If I missed any games that you guys have been playing, let me know down in the comments section below. You never know when I take a peek down there and turn a whole video into your suggestion.